back to school. And imagine that in front of your school there's a robot there, and this robot will ask you which grade are you in? Okay, so if you give the robot answer, for example, I'm in grade 6, or I'm in grade 7, the robot will, our robot, or maybe the principal will answer you a room number. Okay, so for example, if you are going to so the robot will ask first, it would say let's say grade. We define a variable called grade. I use the character G, and your robot will ask, and which grade are you in, or something like this. And if you give the grade number, for example, is 6 or 7 or 5, or maybe just 1 2 3 4 5 6 and all the way to 12. Okay, all the way to 12. You got the point, right? And also maybe we have kindergarten, something like that, or kindergarten, you should type K or something like this. Now if you have the input of any number up here, and you should give a room number. Okay, you should give a room number. And for example, if like so how the school will assign the room number? The room number will be always have this. We'll have like this is 100 plus your grade. This for 1 to 12. Like for example, if I'm in grade 1, and your room number should be 101. If you are in grade 2, your room number should be grade 102. And if your room number is 12, and you should the room number should be 112. All right, so I think you got the point. But for the kindergarten, because it is K, right? It's K, is not a number. And what you should do is just like for the kindergarten, we might tell the student saying, hey, you need to go to room 100. All right, so we have room 100 for kindergarten. Yeah, for the kindergarten is 100 room, and for the rest of them, it just have the room number 100 plus the grade. Okay, in of course in this homework, and you will use the if, right? So first you will see if G is equal to K. Okay, if it is the kindergarten, and we will print please go to room. Okay, room number, and now you have the G here, so you have the G. Go to room. Oh, sorry, it's 100. You go to room 100. Okay, that's because the kindergarten is need to go to 100, right? And now, if then your grade is not equal to K, you probably say maybe it's grade 1. So how am I going to do that? And you can do else, and now you have a more code block, and you do another if g is equal to something like this. Okay, but this time, because I want to add the grade number like 2 with 100, am I right? Now I can know the room number. So how am I going to add 100 to my grade? Because every time when you input the your grade is a string, like here is a string, they would see g is equal, your grade is kindergarten or not. If it's kindergarten, we will go to the room 100. Okay, if you are not in the kindergarten, and you should have like convert your grade from string to the integer. That's why we will do g equal to int, and now we will convert the your grade from string to the number, to the integer in here. And now you have the integer here, so you pretty much just say print and print 100 plus g, your grade. And now I'm gonna test my program and see if it works or not. And of course you don't need to type this one, because that is just a comment. And I put a pound key here, a pound sign, and it will just a comment. You don't have to have this one. And that's what I want to show you how the program do. And I will remove all of them, and now your program should look like this. And I will keep a copy of this. And now you have the input, and your robot will say which grade are you in, and now you should have the right room number. So what I'm gonna do is just run, and I'm in grade 7, and now it's saying my room number is 107, and I run it again, and which grade are you in? It is I'm in the kindergarten, and then you should go to the room 100. And of course I want to fix this problem, because I should say please go to the room 100, right? So what I suggest you to do is just like type here, please go to room here. So what you need to do is fill the 100 plus g by the end of this sentence, and that's why I use plus and join them. Now the trick here is I convert the number 107 into a string. Like I convert 100 plus g, which is a number. This answer is a number, and I put it into a function called str, which is a string convert the number into a string. So you convert 107 into the string, and now I can use plus to join these two sentences, these two strings together. So let me just click run, and I'm going to show you it works or not. So I click run. Now I'm in grade 7, and now it will show please go to room 107. So I miss an E here, and now I fix it. It should be please go to room 107. Alright, so that's what I want you to do for your homework. And if you want to make your program more be more perfect, and you should keep an eye of what they are going to put the G. So if you want to make it be perfect, I want you to add some validation between going this code block. Like for example, if someone put a put a S, and I want you to stop them to doing this. So if you have any idea, please send me the solution how to fix this problem. But anyway, I just want you to finish the homework like this one, and you are good to go. If you have some spare time and you want your program to be more perfect, like for example, you can't stop people to make fun of your robot, right? You may say, hey, robot, I'm in grade 1000 and there's no 1000 in my school, and what will happen like that? And so I want you also to fix this problem. Like I don't want it to go to 1000, I want just K to 12. And if you can fix that and send me an email to help@dataera.ca, and once again I will put it into chat box, and I want you to submit your homework. If you can finish this coding, and that would be good, and send me to my email. If you have some spare time and you want to fix the problem, like in case someone make fun of your robot and you want to say if they put some invalid number or character, and your program can stop them, like saying, hey, there's no 1000 grade 1000 in our school, something like this. And if you can fix the program and you also send me the solution, I'm more happy to have the perfect solution. Then we can do a demo next week. And I think that's it for today. And I also put my email address in the chat box. If you finish your homework, please email to me, like this one to 7, this program. If you finish it and you do a test, and if your program just work like what you expect, and send it to me. If you have some spare time, you think, hey, I want to stop some hacker or someone to hack my robot, and because someone may say, I'm in grade 50 and there's no grade 50 in my school, and I only have K to 12, and you can stop them, and it won't broke your program. Okay, and that's what I want you to do, and have fun with your coding, and don't forget to send me your homework. And we also have a homework last week. Like first you would put a grade. So they would say, which grade are you in? So probably I put a question mark here, and you would say, hey, I'm in kindergarten, so I put K, and if K, you have to go to the room 100. If something is greater than 12, because you may go to the university, but my school doesn't have the college, so they're saying this school is for K to 12. And also if you have you are in from K to 12, and it would say, hey, it is please go to room 100, and for example is you are in grade 6, is 106. So I'm gonna run his program and see it's working or not. So it's saying, which grade are you in? I'm in grade 6, and that's why I got 106. I will try it again, and it's saying, and I'm in grade 8, and now I'm in the room, please go to room 108. It's working very well. And because we already learned this one, we use the double equal to compare this variable with this variable. Okay, and this variable is the input from from you type the input like and convert it to the integer, and that's why you have that's why we have a k here. My property causing some problem, so let's just do this, and I will have do run, and I will put the k, and it will causing some problem. Why? Because the k is you can't convert the k to the integer, right? You can't convert the k into integer. That's why we have to do something like later. What is called later is just like, hey, I'm going to do first, I'm going to do just compare the k first with the k against the k first, and you said, oh, if I'm a k, and then I will print go to the room 100, and now there's no problem with that. Oopsie, it's saying please go to 100, and it just continue and going to see the problem here is like if you are come over here the line 1, you got the value from your input is the value is k, and now you go to the line 3 and you compare them if g is equal to k or not, and obviously it will be equal because you put a k, and that's how you print the room, go to room 100. That's great, but Python is continue to do the process, and they will, after they finish here, they continue with line 5 and go to line 6. In the line 6, they will see, hey, what about the g is greater than 12 or not? But g is still the k, right? It's still the k, is still the number. So you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. And you want to say if g is equal to k, and then you print, you go to the room 100, else in line 5, you will do else, and you move all this line to two space and two space, each line give two space, and make them inside the else here. So you see that you have the one level, and you have if g is equal to k, and then you go print here, print go to room 100, and they will execute this code block if g is equal to k, and then they will do line 4. Otherwise, and you use something called else. By the end of else, don't forget you need a column, and which means they are going to be a code block, and from all the way to 6 to 10, they are another block, but is inside the else, okay, inside the else. And also, if inside this block you continue to do the variation, you say if g is greater than 12, and you are going to print this school is k to 12 only, okay, it's k to 12 only, and we don't have the any room greater than 12. So but before we do the comparison, use this greater than, you use this called greater than, and you have to convert the g to the integer, so that now you have the g, turn the g, the grade from string to an integer, and now you have integer grade, because if it is equal to k, and now you have the g. Now if the grade is greater than 12, now you should print the school is K to 12 only. Otherwise, you should go to, I have to remove the 10 because we already converted to the integer, and you go to the room 100 plus the G and turn it into the string. And now the program should work very well. And I just click run, and now I have the K, and this time it's just saying if you are in kindergarten you have to go to room 100, and I run it again if you are in grade 3, and now you should go to room 103. And also if you run something, like of course there's one bug, and like if you put S, and what will happen, like S, if you put S it will have something wrong. But let's try 13. If you put 13 and our program is still working, it's saying this school is from K to 12 only, and now it just go into here and saying this school is K to 12 only. So that's why we come over here. All right, so yeah, as you see, you should always remember that there's a block inside. If you want a block, and you're probably aware that there's something end with the column, which means the coming line, the lines, it is 2 space ahead, it became a code block. It's one block, like this one is one block, and in the else, and that is calling if and else. And inside the else you can also do another if else. All right, and that is the way to do this comparison. And of course you would say, hey, if G is not K and it is also not the number, what will happen? What will happen if the, like for example, if G is equal, I put this one for you, like if you put -1, and what will happen? And that would be there, right? If it's -1 and it will go, G is going to -1, there's no grade, is called -1, and you can't go to the room 99 because there's no room 99 in your school. So in that case you should say if G greater than 12 and G is less, or no, not and, is or, if the G is greater than 12 and G is less than and equal to 0, and you should say this school is K to 12 only, and otherwise you will go here. You got what I'm saying? And now if I run it again and I will put -1, and this time it will say this school is K to 12 only, and it would then be negative, it will support the -1 or 0. So what I want you to do, you just finish this code as quick as you can. We are going to move forward to something else instead of this case. But of course, if you have time, and like David, you just send me the answer, and you can try to fix the problem. If, like for example, I show you, if I put an S, what will happen? Like, oopsie, there's still some problem. If you put like A, B, C, D, like A, and it will be where, it's something where, right? Yeah, if you have time, you can help me to fix this problem when after the class. But we will cover this, how to fix this error with the something called try and catch. like using try and catch. Let me see if I can pull it out. Try and catch exception. Yeah, here it's called try except finally. So you can use try and except to do that job. But for the rest of you just have to finish this code, and that's good enough. And like if you still have time, you can see how to fix the problem. Like if you have an A or B, you put A, B, C, D or something, and how to fix that problem as well.